Hey, I'm Emma, one of the Velvet founders. Velvet is an AI gateway that sits between your application and any model provider. Use it to log requests, analyze and optimize AI features, and run experiments. First, let's look at a demo chat app. As a user, I'll ask it to tell me a joke, tell me another. As I get responses back from the LLM, the logs show up in the sidebar. Inside, you'll see the raw JSON and all the queryable values like which model was used and whether caching is enabled. Once you're set up, you'll get a dashboard to view analytics, like the number of requests, how many were cached or batched, the total cost, and cost savings. Navigate to the Logs tab to inspect individual logs. Open up the metadata object to see each queryable value. The header of each log is fully customizable, which means you can tie logs back to the user, the org, the feature, or anything else. We'll navigate over to the Query tab to identify a particular subset of data. First, we'll ask for the last 25 logs. Next, we'll find out which model these are tied to. We can see that these are all tied to GPT-4o Mini. And then we'll find out how much each one costs. Now I can download this data set as a CSV or JSON-L file and use them for workflows like running evaluations or fine-tuning models. I'll head over to the Experiments tab to set up my first evaluation. Once the experiment is configured, I'll get a summary of what happened. This experiment tested latency and conciseness against 2 models, and we can see that 14 out of the 20 tests pass. We'll view experiment details to dig in further. Each of these rows is an input from a different log that came from our chatbot app. If we open up one of these inputs, we'll see 2 variants of the experiment, one for each model. 3.5 Turbo performed better than 4.0 Mini for both latency and conciseness. We can inspect each variant to learn more about the results. Here we see the output is very concise and it passes for both latency and conciseness, whereas this log has a very long response and it doesn't pass the test for either latency or conciseness. Getting set up with Velvet is easy. It's just 2 lines of code to start warehousing every request. Create a proxy to get started and either connect our hosted database or connect your own database. Most teams decide to bring their own database once they're ready to ship to production. These managed deployments are optimized for scale, latency, and compliance. Next, you'll generate an API key, and then you'll add Velvet's base URL to your code base in any programming language. Velvet acts as a proxy between your app and any model, so you can analyze, evaluate, and fine-tune your AI features. Head over to docs.usevelvet.com to get started, and email us anytime at team@usevelvet.com. Thanks.